Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. So I've been doing a lot of Overseer testing lately and I wanted to see just how good he is in a lengthier fight, so I thought, what better opponent to pit him against than himself? So while the first part of this fight plays, I want to give a few thoughts overall on the character. Now, this is a rank 3 SIG 200 Overseer on the CCP server, running full suicides and big boy boosts, so what you're seeing here is essentially his maximum potential. Now, the basic damage rotation for Overseer is for you to build up gamma charges on yourself and then launch a special 3 to activate Cosmic Mode, which is where his burst damage comes from. So once in Cosmic Mode, you do extra physical damage on all of your light attacks. And when you would gain a gamma charge while in Cosmic Mode, you would instead gain or refresh a Fury buff on yourself. Now, I did this entire path in Labyrinth with him, and overall I gotta say that he feels somewhere in the range of average to slightly above average. Now, even with a synergy to increase uptime on Cosmic Mode, a defender who is playing too passive with their special attacks will completely negate it, and too often you'll find that you've wasted the last several minutes getting yourself into Cosmic Mode with nothing to show for it. His damage is pretty good, and I do like that his signature ability gives you bonuses for punishing special attacks, but that said, he feels like a completely different character with the Suicide Masteries on compared to having them off. And the difference felt large enough to me that if I were to use him, I probably wouldn't play him without the Suicide Masteries at all. Overseer's burst damage feels far more suited to shorter fights where you only need 1 or 2 triggers of Cosmic Mode to get the opponent down. So in shorter fights, I think he is going to do just fine. And he does have some defensive uses, so expect to see him pop up here and there on Alliance War. Utility-wise, though, he really offers nothing uncommon to me. He has a mechanic on his Awakened ability where he deals damage back when his immunity prevents an ability from working, but this feels intended more as a defensive ability more than anything else. And the taunt on his Heavy feels completely useless, thanks to the puzzling inclusion of a 20-second cooldown. He also feels very rigid, so you have little to no flexibility in your playstyle or rotation if you want to get the most out of him. Now in short fights this is fine, because he still feels powerful and the fights are over relatively quickly, but in longer fights like this one, his rotation can get repetitive and tiresome, especially if the AI doesn't cooperate. So that kind of sums up my thoughts on the character. Please enjoy the rest of this Maestro solo, and if you like this video, please let me know by hitting the like button. If you aren't subbed yet, now is a great time to do so, and let me know in the comments below what you think about Overseer, if you've played around with him at all. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again next time.